can Magneto defeat Thanos, and who would win? Whether Magneto can defeat Thanos is a complex question that depends on many factors. Magneto, primarily known as a mutant in the Marvel Universe, has the ability to manipulate magnetism and metal. His powers allow him to lift and throw heavy objects, create force fields, and even manipulate the iron in someone's blood. Magneto is also a brilliant strategist and has a deep understanding of mutants and the world around him. Thanos is one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, especially when he possesses the Infinity Gauntlet or other powerful artifacts. He has superhuman strength, durability, and intelligence, along with the ability to manipulate energy and cosmic abilities. With the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos can manipulate time, space, reality, and more, making him virtually invincible. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button. Please remember to turn on notifications and click the bell icon. Thank you very much. Of all the powerful entities on Earth, Magneto is not only an Omega-level mutant, but also considered an Omega threat. He possesses the potential to destroy the entire planet. Many people mistakenly believe that his power is just ferrokinesis or simple metal manipulation, but in reality, it is not. Since the 70s, Magneto's power has gone far beyond metal manipulation. No matter what abilities Thanos deploys, he is still a physical entity made up of atoms and electrons, governed by the laws of physics which Magneto has complete control over. Magneto is not just a warrior, he is the embodiment of the fear of raw power. Max Eisenhardt's power lies in his ability to manipulate energy in the electromagnetic spectrum. He can manipulate forms of energy such as electricity, magnetism, light, radio waves, and types of radiation such as gamma rays and X-rays. Of these, magnetism is the energy he controls most proficiently, as it is the ability he has trained for the longest period of time. Thanks to his ingenuity in using electromagnetic energy, he can also influence the fundamental forces of the universe, such as gravity, and even interfere to some extent with the strong and weak forces. The extent of Magneto's control over the electromagnetic spectrum is currently unknown, and appears to be largely dependent on his physical condition. However, at the height of his power, few beings, even godlike beings, can match Thanos in this context, as the second most powerful Eternal, possessing strength, speed, and endurance far beyond that of most other beings. He has incredible control over cosmic energy, allowing him to not only match but potentially surpass Magneto in terms of energy manipulation. Thanos has personally encountered formidable opponents such as Odin, Galactus, most of the known elders of the universe, and even conceptual entities. Not stopping there, he fought Thor in a state enhanced by the power gem, when Thor was burning with rage. Thanos is not just a warrior, even the strongest must be wary when facing him. He represents a blend of strategic intelligence, sheer power, and boundless ambition that makes Thanos one of the most feared entities in the universe. Magneto possesses a power set that goes far beyond what is commonly thought of as magnetic manipulation of metal. In fact, he can create force fields of such magnitude that even beings as powerful as Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet would have trouble penetrating them. At his current level of power, Magneto is a global threat. He could tilt the Earth or even push it out of orbit if he really wanted to. In addition to his control over metals, Magneto can also manipulate matter in many other forms, including minerals and elements in rocks. He is fully capable of destroying a world by tearing it apart if he so chooses. However, as we all know, Magneto is no wanton destroyer. Although his actions are sometimes extreme, his goals are often driven by a greater ideal, leading one to suspect that he would commit acts of brutal destruction simply for the sake of his power. Magneto is capable of causing terrible things to the human body and even mutants. He is not only capable of defeating Apocalypse, but has actually done so. Magneto once ripped celestial technology from Apocalypse and brutally defeated him. This further confirms Magneto's incredible power, as celestial technology was developed by one of the most powerful entities in the Marvel Universe and was designed to be extremely sophisticated and highly specialized, being of value to only a few people. Magneto also possesses abilities far beyond normal combat capabilities. He can travel through space by using force fields to create a breathing environment and protect himself. Additionally, he can move at incredible speeds, even reaching the speed of light. Magneto's powers also allow him to inflict direct damage to the biological bodies of his opponents. He can instantly stop a person's heart, cause a stroke-like effect, and basically kill anyone out of sheer frustration or offense, making him a force to be reckoned with. Magneto is one of the most powerful mutants on Earth and is easily considered an Omega-level mutant, on par with Storm, due to his incredible feats and skills. In Earth 616, many people often forget that Magneto is not only a powerful warrior, but also a brilliant scientist and master tactician. It is this intelligence that has caused trouble for powerful enemies like Thanos, similar to how Iron Man uses his intelligence to confront more powerful entities. In addition to the ability to manipulate magnetism, Magneto can also manipulate forms of energy in the electromagnetic spectrum such as electricity, visible light, radio waves, UV rays, and gamma rays. His power is so far beyond the ordinary that he can create anti-gravity fields. Magneto has even demonstrated impressive telepathic abilities, allowing him to erect mental shields to block psychic threats within his sphere of power. Although Magneto is very powerful, Thanos would still have the upper hand. If he wanted to, Eric could vaporize anyone or cause them to have heart or blood problems, paralyze them with his power. He can control blood flow. Using the iron in the blood, he can vaporize anyone by destroying the electromagnetic interactions of the electrons in a person's atoms. Magneto could only lose if Thanos was at his peak reflexes and used the Reality Stone to change Magneto's nature into something else entirely. Even in this scenario, Thanos would only win about 2 or 3 times out of 100 fights, suggesting that the odds of that happening are extremely low. Magneto's greatest weakness lies not in his strength or ability to control energy, but in his deep compassion for those he loves. He would never willingly hurt them, even if it put him at a disadvantage. It's this conflict between his destructive power and his inner humanity that makes Magneto such a complex character. Yes, it sounds crazy, but Magneto actually has a surprisingly good chance of defeating Thanos. Before you rush to say, Thanos is one of Marvel's most powerful villains, and Magneto is just a guy who manipulates magnetism, let me explain. Thanos, despite his overwhelming power, actually shows a lot of respect for Dr. Doom and is even somewhat afraid of his intellect and mental strength. This proves that no matter how powerful he is, Thanos is not immune to threats that come from strategy and the ability to exploit weaknesses. Magneto, with his genius, intellect, and power that goes far beyond controlling magnetic fields, could be an opponent that Thanos must be wary of. With a little preparation, Dr. Doom is completely capable of confronting Magneto on equal terms. Remember, this is the Doom who fought classic Strange brilliantly. There are many opinions that Thanos is strong enough to defeat Phoenix, but that is just an unverified statement. Meanwhile, Eric Lehnsherr Magneto has been shown to be able to fight and even injure Phoenix. This shows that Magneto is not only superior in strength, but also possesses the ability to confront the most powerful entity, the combination of genius and intelligence. Please subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best, thank you very much. Phoenix is almost on par with Galactus in terms of power, and Thanos was once crushed by Galactus. However, Magneto has the ability to react to any situation at a speed that surpasses even thought. And how fast is the speed of thought? To illustrate, Leader once wanted to send Hulk to a distant planet that would take a lifetime to reach if traveling at the speed of light, but at the speed of thought, the journey would only take a moment. This shows that Magneto's ability is not only to control energy and matter, but also to manipulate space and time in ways that no one expected. This power, combined with his sharp intellect, makes Thanos one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, especially when he possesses the Infinity Gauntlet or other powerful artifacts. He not only has superior strength and durability, but also possesses superhuman intelligence and the ability to manipulate energy and cosmic power. When wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos can manipulate time, space, reality, and many other elements, making him virtually invincible. However, if Thanos does not use the Infinity Gauntlet, Magneto can gain the upper hand. With the ability to control metal and create powerful force fields, Magneto can repel Thanos. Not only that, Magneto's sharp tactical intelligence allows him to exploit Thanos' potential weaknesses. In the event that Thanos uses the Infinity Gauntlet, he can change reality at will, causing Magneto's power to be significantly reduced compared to the immense cosmic power that Thanos possesses. Although Magneto is very powerful and talented, in a confrontation with Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, his chances of winning will be greatly reduced as reality can be completely changed by Thanos. Whatever powers Thanos may wield, he is still a physical being made of atoms and electrons and still subject to the laws of physics, and that is what Magneto can control. If Thanos were attacked with stolen power or brute force, Magneto could easily break the electromagnetic bonds in his atoms, vaporizing him instantly. While Magneto has never performed this action to my knowledge, the ability shows the potential power of his being. If Magneto were to actually do it, he would become a nearly invincible, godlike being that no one could challenge. Likewise, the mutant Iceman also controls a fundamental force of nature, and if left unchecked, could stop all movement in Thanos' cellular structure while freezing him to death. My physics knowledge is a bit hazy, but I think it has also been calculated that Iceman's ability to control altered physical states, essentially manipulating energy, could also turn him into a super powerful bomb. Magneto is a mutant of incredible power. At his peak, he could spin the Earth and destroy the entire landscape around. Thanos, along with IG, has defeated many celestial beings as well as Galactus, who can destroy galaxies. Galactus, who actually destroyed a universe. The Infinity Gauntlet gives you the power over time, reality, mind, and soul. The Power Stone is exactly what it sounds like. Thanos could turn Magneto into ramen noodles and be done with it, but that's really boring. So Magneto and Thanos clash on a very large, desolate planet. Magneto smashes giant rocks and throws them at Thanos. Thanos easily destroys everything. Then Thanos with the Power Stone restrains and crushes but doesn't kill Magneto. Then throws him to the ground. As Magneto struggles to get free, Thanos binds Magneto even tighter to the point where Magneto can barely breathe. With the Mind Stone, Magneto was knocked unconscious. Thanos may have seen him worthy of something. We have seen Magneto demonstrate power over electricity and light. Both are on the electromagnetic spectrum. That means he's never shown power over things like characters with powers that revolve around them, in part because the writers don't always remember that he can do that. That is, he's never shown powerful electrical attacks like Thor, or created light constructs that can stop entire super teams like the Invisible Women. It's easy to see that the most terrifying thing Magneto has done is use his power to manipulate the iron in human blood. Magneto once killed a man by pulling the iron out of his blood, then hammering an iron nail into it and killing another man with it. He's also used the iron in human blood to manipulate blood flow, and used that blood manipulation to mind control crowds. This makes it easy to see why Dr. Doom has an anti-magnetic device in his armor so Magneto can't kill him by cutting off the blood flow to his head. Aside from manipulating metal and causing impes, Magneto is perhaps best known for his use of force fields. Doing so has been enough to block attacks from beings as powerful as Thor and the Phoenix Force. Thanos, in terms of pure power, is on a different level than Magneto. Magneto has been shown to be capable of destroying Earth by focusing on his power. Thanos once destroyed an entire planet, just as a side effect of a fight with Drax. The Silver Surfer, a herald of Galactus who uses the power Cosmic, which allows him to manipulate matter and energy, barely scratched Thanos. Annihilus, a super strong alien who under normal circumstances needed to amplify his strength to the Hulk to be on par with Thanos. A brainwashed Thor needed the power gem to be on par with Thanos, and Thor, at least in terms of raw power, overshadowed Magneto. Magneto can create singularities in space, he can theoretically open wormholes, he can manipulate solar radiation, he can flip the magnetic poles of a planet and cause untold destruction, he can stop an incoming alien invasion and create a pulse that will kill them in water. He can affect the electrical impulses of a living being's cerebellum, effectively altering your thoughts or shutting down your brain. He can reverse the flow of blood due to the iron content in it. Magneto is downplayed because he is actually one of the most powerful beings in existence. He once spat a bullet the size of a planet, thousands of light years away from Earth, because Kitty Pryde was trapped in it. And that's not even impossible by physical standards. Yes, Magneto can hurt Thanos. Magneto could tear Thanos apart across the galaxy if he really wanted to. I hope you enjoy this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much, everyone.